And here we go again, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today is the day in which we're going to get this beautiful motor detailed and trans, because I went ahead and connected the transmission to it. Clutch, flywheel, the whole 9 yards, as you can see right there. And I got it already blocked up and raced and ready to go into this beautiful chassis here on this 1972 Pontiac GTO as we continue to work on it. So we're gonna get that beautiful thing in here and make it almost a car. So today it's nice and hot. East Texas is about 1,000 degrees, feels like it. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. So here we go. And then we're gonna hook up headers and stuff like that. But the first thing we need to do is get that thing in there. Let me show you real quick what it looks like before we get it in there. Nice and beautiful. I got the old spark plug still in it. I got new spark plugs. I just don't want to break them when when it goes in. And everything looks nice and beautiful. And we're going to go in there. I had this frame out in the weather because there's no way I could keep it in here, but it held up real good now that it has been painted and detailed. So let's go ahead and get this thing in there. And we're just gonna play it by ear, guys. I'm gonna raise this up and probably roll the chassis into place, or roll this way. I think it's easier for the chassis, since it's on 4 wheels, to roll this way, but it needs to get up on that concrete pad. But we'll see. We're just gonna raise it up and we're gonna set it on there. Easier said than done, but here we go. Let's do this. Coming up, my engine hoist is not the greatest. It's seen a lot of years, but I think still got one more job in it. I'm gonna continue to do this. It's a lot easier to put the motor and trans in there when you don't have a body on it. A lot easier. There's nothing in the way. I think maybe that's high enough. We'll remove all this stuff here out of the way. I'm gonna bring in the chassis frame a little bit closer. How easy it rolls. Who needs a helper, huh? One-man show here. Until I need somebody, right? Okay, we're gonna lock that in there. You know what? I would like to just keep on coming with this thing. Let me see if I straighten out the wheels. Where's my you straighten up these wheels? Yes or no? Maybe? Maybe not. Still can go up. Let me use myself as an engine and pull this thing up. Here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready to go. Hey, there we go. We're getting closer and closer to the price. Now what? Move this stuff here too. All these wooden blocks that I put on there to help me space it out. Okay. It looks good. So far, so good. I think I'm gonna need a little further in. But this again. It's almost there. I'm still gonna have to maneuver a little bit here and there, but it's looking good. I left the bolts for the motor mounts in place, and I need to remove them for it to sit in there. So let me get all my tools that I got scattered everywhere. They say that's how they know that you're creative, when you got stuff everywhere and you're not real neat. Hope that's true, because I got stuff everywhere. Let me get the right socket. Yep. Let me get that off on this side first. I put these bolts in just to make sure that they were the right bolts. That's one. That's the second one. I'm gonna lay it right there, and then we're gonna lay it right there. It almost looks like it'll drop right on the frame mount there, maybe just a little more forward, maybe right there. I put a little block here, chuck my wheel, keep it from moving. We're gonna try that right there. Then it looks like we need to move the transmission cross member forward a bit. It's just laying there. Okay, no it's not. I guess I'll put some bolts in it. Sure did. Sometimes I go ahead and put stuff in there so I won't forget, and then I forget. Let me remove those bolts, and I'll be right back. I removed the bolts from the transmission cross member because there's a bunch of bolts here on the chassis, I guess for different engine transmission combinations. So I slid it all the way forward, and it looks like it's gonna line up right there. Still kind of loose, and I can still move it around if I had to fine tune it to where it's gonna sit. But I think we're there. We're gonna start slowly lowering it down to see where we're gonna be at. You know what? I think I'm gonna put a couple of bolts there, keep it from moving and sliding, because I think it will slide and move. I think I found the right position for that transmission cross member. So let me stop that for a minute. I'm gonna start lowering it down, and this motor mount's gotta go right into that frame mount. And here we go, gently, slowly. This is where you have to be careful and don't screw up all your good work. Let's see. It looks like I still have to go forward a bit. Can't see from the camera, but I can see it from here that I need to go forward just a hair, maybe about that much. Let's see what we got now. Coming down. Coming down, down, down. Downtown. Charlie Brown. Get everything that we can out of the way, even though we have nothing other than the frame and suspension, but still things can get in the way. Check out the other side. He wants to. He wants to. Needs to go back just a hair. Maybe up a little too. Right there, looks about right. To go up a little more, to twist a little. Right there, guys. I think it wants to drop in place. Let's see. Ah. It kind of missed a little bit. I think this needs to go a little bit this way, like so. And now back a smidget, maybe there. Let me look at the other side again. You know, you move one side, the other side moves. Okay, just dropping it slowly, gently. Looks like it's about to drop perfectly. This other side a little bit. There, that's all I needed. Just a little push. Whoa, did you see that, guys? I think that was it. That was the shot there. It's good. Sorry, resting on the in the back here on the transmission cross member, so we're looking good there. And hey, there you go. What, 700, 800 pounds of motor and transmission in place, and we're gonna let it rest in there. Finally married together, motor and transmission and frame. Let me unhook this, get it out of the way. Well, a little lower, little lower, little lower. Okay, there. Okay. Whatever. Sit on the frame. Is it resting on the? Yeah, sure is. Well. I think the bottom of the frame is resting on this thing right here. But no problem. We just gotta pull it back hard. There. Just like that. Get this completely out of the way so we can see what we got. Isn't it lovely? That is nice. It looked like it fell in place perfectly into the motor mounts. What we got going on. Sorry for the sudden movements there, guys. But we're right in there where the motor mount fits the frame perfectly. Same thing on this other side. Kind of hard to see. Nice and flush. And right here with the transmission. 4-speed. Cross member, he's just resting right there on the transmission cross member. So we are looking good. We cleaned up the transmission the best we could there. It's all aluminum, so it's gonna have some aluminum corrosion, I guess, powdery corrosion. So what do you think, guys? It's already in place, it's already in the chassis, and then we need to just probably work on the headers. I want to put the headers on, which are right there. There's one, and there's the other one. Right now, while the body's not on there, but we can do that later. But that much closer, excuse me, to get this car in place. that cool? Big undertaking, a big step here. We got everything kind of together, and I'm happy about it. And we're going to continue to work on it. And probably what we need to do next is probably put in the, I would like to put in the headers and then put in the drive shaft and then kind of stop right there. Or, you know, we can just leave that alone and then start working on our big project up there, the body. We can do the floors, the frying pan, and get it nice and beautiful to set it on top of this chassis here. That it's got this motor transmission ready to go. I left the wheels on and everything for now. I mean, they're not detailed or anything, that's what I meant. So, and I bolted up everything that I could on that motor, all the accessories, fan, alternator, and everything else, because I didn't want to have to mess with it. I wanted to do it while it was on the engine stand. So there you have it, guys. And the back, let me give you a little look on the back. Like I said, I had this chassis here outside because I have no more room. But you can see that in previous videos, and look, when I cut the grass, there's some grass clippings there. You can see in previous videos how we put this together, so you can find them here on my channel. But here we go, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like it so far? Let me know. So far so good. And then we'll try to just keep on going with this. Okay, guys, so we're back. Today's another day. On the previous video, we installed this, well, on the previous footage of the video, we installed this motor and trans, and I had a plan on putting on the headers, but after trying to get the headers inside the tight space right there, I had a lot of interference and issues and problems with the proportioning valve right there, right up against the headers, and I didn't want that. So headers is nice because it gives you a little more power, but it's not worth the trouble, you know, from the fitting and the close clearances and everything else around it, the heat and the exhaust leaks they can probably have. So I just decided I'm going to go with the exhaust manifolds. So this is the way it is now, and this is the way it's going to stay now. Now that it's made it with the frame and all the suspension and everything is done, so I just want to let you know that. So we're going to put this frame, motor, and trans to the side so that we can start working on the body of the car. I just wanted to give you a close-up on what it looks like. Like I said, I got a bunch of tape all those little holes there because I got a bunch of wasps and insects that want to get into those little holes. So I put some masking tape on them, and this is what it looks like that. But everything's nice and detailed, and it looks really nice. Let me give you a close-up. Maybe too close. You know, the motor came out nice and painted, as you can see in the other videos. The frame, nice. Dusty right now because it's been sitting. Actually, it's been expertly cataloged outside in the weather because I had no room for it inside, but it has held up really nice. No problems with it whatsoever. So let me switch back to this. Again, this is the back view of the transmission, the 4-speed. Everything's in place, and that's it for this part of it. Like I said, the next time I'm going to be working on the body and try to get the body ready so that we can get that done. I'm going to be doing the floors and trunk pan and other things so we can drop the body on this beautiful frame, motor, and trans. So I want to thank you for subscribing and for watching my videos. You know, it takes a lot of effort and everything. You know, I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So whatever you can do to help, you know, it doesn't cost you anything. If you were able to get something positive out of this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. You have an awesome day.